A gamma ray turns into the Hulk.
Ain't no monster clown who is as lovable
As ever-loving Hulk. Hulk.
The monster inside me never rests. I have to find a cure. I can't let anyone stop me, especially those who would use this horrible curse as a weapon.
I'm giving you a very low dose only. I need you sharp out there and disciplined. First sign of any side effect and we stop and you're off team until you straighten out. Agreed?
It's Mr. Blue, isn't it?
Mr. Green, it's a pleasure finally to meet you. I must say, I wondered if you were real. And if you were, I wondered what it would look like. A person with that much power lurking in him. Nothing could have surprised me more than this unassuming young man shaking my hand.
I appreciate your help, Dr. Stearns, but I'm putting you at terrible risk. Do you think you can cure me?
I'm very confident, Bruce. Now, did you bring the blood sample? You know, the Army has some data that would really aid my analysis. If only I could get my hands on it.
I might have a friend who can help.
Okay, so this is Captain Sam G, and already controls are a bit awkward. Tried to do a sprinting jump, failed immediately. Yeah, this is the Incredible Hulk video game. You may notice it seems like I'm jumping in 3/4 of the gravity. Now, this actually isn't one of the good missions, but the end cutscene leads up to the next mission. So I'm pretty much just going to treat this entire thing, this entire first mission, as an excuse to just talk about this horrible game. So, basically, this seems to be like a rehash of the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, except all of the greatness has just been completely cut out. I'm not just talking about the feel of the game, I'm talking about actual gaming mechanics and stuff. Great gaming mechanics, just completely taken out. Other good gaming mechanics have been reduced in their goodness, such as the jumping. Feels like I'm jumping in 3/4 of normal Earth gravity, and okay, can't actually escape with this. Oh good, just chuck it away then. Couldn't just put it down. And also, as you can probably tell, combat isn't the best. Switching up different attacks tends to cause you to just... yeah, good. This whole thing is just awful. Really, really great mechanics are either taken out, changed, or changed for the absolute worst, or they put in new mechanics that make everything a lot worse as well. Combat is horrible. A lot of your attacks are going to miss, like that. I talked about it on my How to Make the Great Spider-Man video game thing, where a lot of the time Hulk's attacks actually push away the target, and then his next couple of hits just don't connect to anything. You're playing as this incredibly powerful being, and yet pretty much every single attack that gets landed on you will stun you for a bit, and you can end up just getting stun locked over and over, as I'm sort of being right now. Everything's a bit floaty, combat is awful. Just pressing buttons is awkward as well. You can't try switching up to different combos because it just stops dead. Enemies don't have any health bars, you just have to kind of guess how they're doing health-wise, and then Hulk's final hit will just knock them away, even though it was no more powerful than any of his other hits. But you know, it signifies that you've actually beaten them. And again, I'm missing a lot of my attacks. Combat is awful. You may also notice no health pickups from these guys, so no real reward in sticking around and actually fighting these people. There's no point. You might as well just run away all the time because there are no health pickups. And again, I just tried jumping, but sprinting and jumping is a bit awkward. There are no health pickups at all from bad guys or scattered around the city, and Hulk doesn't regenerate health. Oh, actually I am. I think I am. But only because I've unlocked an upgrade. Most of the time as you're playing the game, you won't have any sort of regeneration over time. Instead, you have to come to a dead stop and do an awkward button press where you're not even 100% sure if the button press has gone through because it takes a second to actually put it into effect. Yeah, it's just awful. And, okay, defeat the remaining forces. You got it. Can't do multiple attacks in the air, only one. Can't sprint and target at the same time. I was targeting the guy. Look, I'm targeting. Pressing sprint. Can't sprint whilst targeting. Brilliant game, this. But, yeah, there are a couple of missions that are actually interesting only because they feature unique Hulk supervillains that don't show up in Hulk Ultimate Destruction, so I thought I may as well play it for that. And only those good missions and the missions that feature the cutscene that makes it all make sense. No real different combos, partly because they didn't put that many combos in the game, and also because actually chaining together different combos is a hell of a task in of itself. Okay, mission complete. Let's see the cutscene.
Here's the data.
Outstanding. You know, you should talk with Simon Utrecht. I've been reading about his research. It sounds similar to your own.
I hope not.
As you can see, Dr. Darnell, I'm going to use atmospheric radiation to recreate the government's biotech experiment.
Mr. Utrecht.
Please, call me Simon.
Mr. Utrecht, that experiment was only successful once. What makes you think you'll succeed?
The energy I'm using is more stable than gamma radiation. I'll be remembered as the man who brought the human race to the next stage of evolution. Your brother and Mike agree. I'll share the rewards with those who contribute. Will you help me, Doctor?
I'm Anne, and please call me Anne.
What amazing cutscenes. And amazing voice actors as well. Jesus. I know Edward Norton is... It's actually his voice. They've got the likenesses, they've got the voice actors themselves, but even though usually he sounds a little bit bored in his role, it's just like how his voice is, but in this he sounds particularly bored out of his mind. He just wants to do the voice, say the lines and get the hell out of there. Do it first take, that'll do. Yeah, this whole thing is just really, really bad. If you're looking for Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and, you know, it's a bit difficult to find, it's an old PS2 game, you may come across this instead and think, oh, well, I may as well play this until I do get my hands on Hulk Ultimate Destruction, and, you know, that'll be a good substitute for the meantime. No, don't. You'll be really disappointed. It's just awful. But again, there's some unique missions, so I'm basically playing through the unique, actually pretty interesting missions, so you don't have to. And yeah, there's no chance in hell I'm ever going to do a full playthrough of this game. It's not even rage-inducing, it's just disappointing. It will just be really, really awful. Okay. The best part about this game has got to be being able to pick between different missions, so I can go back and do different missions whenever I want just by going to the map. Absolutely great. Means I didn't have to play this game all over again and have to find each mission individually, and yeah, good, I can just pick them out as I please. So, here we go.
Simon Utrecht is a ruthless businessman. I almost contacted him when I first started searching for a cure. Decided to steer clear. I hope he's not testing radiation on himself. He has no idea what he could become.
The Army's coming to arrest Simon Utrecht. You need to talk to him.
And the reason why I'm focusing so much on just doing these couple of missions is because if you did decide to get this game, you would have to suffer through a hell of a lot to actually get to the good missions. A lot of it just seems like filler. Like a lot of filler. Also, no wall running. Great part of Hulk Ultimate Destruction. You could just wall run, makes everything nice and quick. No idea why the hell they would just randomly, completely take that out, but there is no wall running at all. I've actually been playing this game a bit to try and see if I could unlock an upgrade for it, because rather than Hulk Ultimate Destruction, you just get points and you buy the upgrade, you instead have to complete challenges. Which, you know, is fine. It would be fine for most other games, except it's making me have to play more of this awful game, so it's not good for this. I just want to buy all the upgrades and be as good as I can be.
Whoa! Massive radiation spike. That antenna's drawing energy from somewhere, but it's real unstable. If you can't stop it, it's gonna be bad. Real bad.
But no, you have to actually complete challenges to unlock the upgrades in this, including jump height and being able to regenerate over time rather than goddamn having to do a really awkward, annoying button press that doesn't come out immediately. It takes a second for it to register, and yeah, just this whole game. Jesus.
That monster destroyed the antenna. But look at us. The procedure worked. We've evolved.
Let's teach that thing a lesson.
So they've all got their names already. No real origin story for them. It's just, they've figured out who they are. They've got their names. That'll do. Okay. So, if memory serves, I'll get these tutorials anyway, but yeah, you have to defeat all these guys in different ways. Okay, she's actually slowing me down, so do a thunderclap, that'll disperse her gases, and then I can actually attack her where she disappeared to. Yep, I know, Hulk can use a thunderclap. These tutorials seem to come up all the damn time. Oh, and also, these guys actually don't attack you. Even though all their health bars are up at the top, they seem to only attack you 2 at a time. They give you a bit of a chance. And yeah, can't attack Ironclad at all until he's gotten a little bit winded, and I think I just punched that gas lady through the building. And yeah, once more, Hulk seems to get stunned by every single attack. Every attack that is laid on him, he gets stunned, interrupts your combo, interrupts whatever you're doing. Okay, I'm going to try and stop being so critical of the game, because this is supposed to be the actual fun part. Okay, so... Ooh. Gas Lady, the parody of Sue Storm, is slowing me down, making it very difficult to run away from Ironclad. Okay, need to disperse. Damn it, get away from me. Okay, just got flattened. Come on, Gas Lady, stay in one place for a moment. Good, thank you. Okay, and Ironclad wore himself out, so now I'll attack him. Yeah, Hulk, the strongest one there is, but apparently Ironclad is stronger until he needs his nap time. Okay, so ooh, Nope, not quite done. She's got a pixel of health left, I think. Oh, good, good. So that's her knocked away. Ironclad left, and then 2 other guys. Now let's see if I can remember the awkward, needless button press. Okay, X-rays radiation is deadly to the touch, so just stay away from him, and he'll need to power up to continue attacking me. Okay, there we go. So, to mass get your health back, all in one huge go, do an awkward button press, be unsure as to if the button press has gone through, because it takes a second to actually work, and then he just screams really loudly, and suddenly decides, okay, now I'll get my health back. So by roaring out, he decides to get his health back. Okay, so X-ray, depowered for a moment, lay a couple hits in, run away again. At least Hulk can still charge through cars and just destroy everything. At least there's that. Okay, so I need to wait for him to depower down, and I need to wait for Ironclad to get a bit tired. So I'll stay fairly close to Ironclad. Ah, there we go, so he's down. Okay, so I think Ironclad is picking up a chunk of rock. Oh, and there's, I think his name's Force something, I can't remember. But yeah, he's just over there, just watching. They want to beat me, but they want to keep things fair. Don't want to just team up. Okay, so he uses his amazing force powers, and for some reason the camera it tends to aim at the floor, unless I'm actually aiming it myself. So Hulk can destroy Vector's shield, making him vulnerable, which was what I was going to say. I don't want to stay too close to him though, because when he... Yeah, there we go. When he regains his I can make big shields of rubble abilities, I don't want to be close to him, because those hunks of rubble are going to smash into me whilst I'm close. Okay, come on. There we go. Now, even though I just said that, I will stay close, miss a couple of hits. Okay, move. Yeah, there we go. See, now I'm getting sucked into that typhoon of rubble and smacked around a bit. Where's Ironclad gone? He's still up and about, but I can't see him anywhere. There he is, over here. He's stuck between those cars, no longer... Oh, he just damaged himself a little bit, I think. Well, thanks for that, Ironclad. Yep, you fall down defeated, due to your own idiocy. Oh, jeez. Come on, grab a car. And... you're done in just a moment if my hits actually connect. Okay, need to get rid of his shield another time, because Hulk doesn't move forward seemingly at all when he's fighting. And yep, camera aim right at the floor even whilst I'm pressing L2 to lock onto an enemy. Oh, and suddenly tons of cars spawned in. Okay, you done yet? You're done. There we go. And that's the UFOs defeated. I'm sure you'll agree, that was amazing gameplay. And Hulk just jumps away even though they're clearly not properly defeated.
But the experiment was a success. We're more than human now. And if that thing interferes again, we kill it.
Yeah, you never see them again. So that's it for the UFOs. You encounter them once, you get in a fight with them, they're clearly not completely unconscious or dead, but you run away regardless, and they just get back up and say, well, we'll get them next time. And that's it for the UFOs. Yeah, I really like the UFOs. Enough so that I only know 2 of the characters' names. Anyway, join me next time where I go through another mission and another super secret boss that doesn't show up in Hulk Ultimate Destruction, but does show up in this one.